disorder has jeopardized every relationship or ruined it. Everyone runs away from me. People are scared of me. Cleo, the most powerful program, usually scares a guy if I'm in a relationship and they end up blocking me and run.
All right, guys, in today's episode, we have Dr. Phil dealing with a female who says she has dissociative identity disorder and says people are scared of her. This diagnosis is one that is very, very hard to really pinpoint and say it's actually real. A lot of times it is a severe case of histrionic type borderline personality disorder behavior, a seeking attention kind of behavior that comes from an insecure place in a person. Probably something happened to them as a child and they need to figure out how to, reach out and get some attention. And their ways of having relationships with people are so warped that things like this happen. Disassociation I do believe that people can disassociate. It's so rare that nowadays so many people say they do. Then it's like, I just don't think it's true. But that doesn't mean that we don't have an issue to deal with here. And clearly we do.
Running away. My mom doesn't understand my disorder. My mom disrespects me in front of my daughter, and it's very upsetting. It was hard talking to my daughter and saying goodbye before I came here. She doesn't understand what's going on. My daughter doesn't know about the programs, and I have no plans to tell her. My family has tried to paint me as demonic or bad, but I'm a good person.
Okay, let me just go on record as saying you're not demonic.
Thank you.
Just my opinion. I mean,
she's not demonic. She's not. She's definitely frazzled. She's scrambled. Allegedly, in my opinion, but she's not demonic. Let's watch the rest.
What do I know? But you're not demonic. What would you say is the single worst trauma in your life?
The worst trauma. Right now, it's not being. I can't talk about that trauma.
This is so sad. This is really sad. This is really sad. This is really sad.
We aren't going to talk about.
Who's talking to me?
Fine.
I'm sorry?
What was the question? Sorry.
You know the question.
What question?
You know the question I asked you.
What was the question, though?
I asked you a question.
Yes.
What was the question I asked you?
To remember, we're fine. We're fine.
Yeah. What is your name?
Fine. I'm fine. Fine.
I'm Dr. Phil. What is your name?
Jerica.
Sorry?
Jerica.
Okay. What is the answer to my question, Jerica?
What? Don't. We can't.
If I'm talking to Jerica, then you know I asked you a question just a few minutes ago.
All right. Because I have to cut in because the copyright is going to be retarded on this thing. And I just, okay. Let's explain a little bit what's going on here. At least what I personally am assessing here. Dr. Phil can tell me if I'm right. No. But yeah. So he's trying to ask her what is the biggest trauma that she can remember in her life. And I swear that the notifications are just annoying for me. They come on the phone, they come on the computer. It's just too much, right? I'm going to keep this part in. And the reason why he's asking her that, A lot of times when people disassociate, okay, it is because of a trauma as a child. A lot of times, most of the times, it is sexual in manner, sadly. I had a patient one time who said that one minute he was an inmate, and he came to the psych facility, and when we were doing the admission, he said that one minute, he would find himself in one place, and then the next second he would be somewhere else. Like, not even, like, where a lot of time would pass through, and then he would have a job or something, and he'd be like, how did I get this job? And then one of the questions is, any childhood trauma. And so what you'll find with a lot of these people is that they had that sexual childhood trauma, And he answered that. And I didn't, and it's crazy because I was in school transitioning from LPN to RN at the time. And I was shocked. I was like, my God, he really said that. It was just kind of uncanny. It was a shame, too. And so there's that. I believe the same thing happened to her. The makeup, all the hair, she is placing guards so you don't get to the real her. Now, why I don't believe that she's actually disassociating, I think it's more of a defense mechanism. This is why he's being very patient with her. He's saying, who am I talking to now? Oh, fine. Or am I talking to Jericho? Who am I talking to? Whoever I'm talking to. I don't care if I was talking to Nancy before and Lisa now. Repeat the question. Because he knows it is a purposeful defense mechanism. That's what I'm assessing that Dr. Phil is doing. It's on purpose. It's a defense mechanism, but it's being done on purpose. It doesn't make it any more like I wouldn't be in the room and start cracking up like I was just doing just now, just a little bit at all. I would not do that in front of a patient, right? It's just because, you see so much. I have this like gallows humor. It's just, I'm sorry. But it doesn't make it any less of a problem because we need to get down to the root cause of what's all of this about so that you can strip all of this pain and hurt and shame from you. Okay, so
To tell me something about your life, what did I ask you? You don't even have to answer it. I just want to know what the question was.
What hurts?
So what was the most painful time, the most traumatic time in your life? Most traumatic event?
Most traumatic? I don't know.
If you want me to help you, and if all of these programs are here to support you and help you, then they will come together and give you the strength to answer this question because it is pivotal in my being able to start leading you towards reintegration and health.
We can't talk about it.
Yeah, so it was something obviously that happened. I wanted to get every minute something did happen. We can't talk about it. Now, this person is she does still take care of herself. If she doesn't get to the root cause, I had a patient in a nursing home. She had on, I think it was 3 layers worth of makeup on her face. It finally, before she ended up passing away, we were able to get her face washed and everything. They were all barriers. For her, it was like, and I mean, when I saw, nobody prepared me to. When I walked in the room, it was like powder white, it looked like Sharpie, like for the mascara. And I was like, hi, how are you? Because it's like, you're just like, and then obviously they were like, oh, I should have told you about going into so-and-so's room. This is how she looks. And I was like, it's okay. I've seen worse, like I'm fine, please. But it took a while. She didn't want to wash her hair, anything. But it took a long time of working with this woman. And she was older. They didn't really have to do. They could have just let her stay in her position. But as time went on, we worked with her. I wasn't there for the initial face wash, But as time went on, she was able to break through that. They were able to wash her hair. And that's a beautiful thing, right? But that woman had been abused by her parents. So you get these weird like quirks, these weird vices, things that become comfortable. It's like that comfortable t-shirt, that blankie, that support thing. And then it's also to hide the shame. There's a lot of that going on here. But I do think that she could be helped because she still is willing to work out and eat right, I guess, I would imagine. So hopefully she was able to get the help. I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye.